my morning in a special way. From the thoughts inside my head of all the good in store each day. Another time around the circle, gonna make it better than the last. Gonna calm my mind and feel the power in me. Think about the lessons in truth that set me free. And suddenly, before I know it, hits me like a lightning bolt. I see a big frontier in front of me, and I hear that voice in me say, let's go, saddle up them horses. I got a trail to blaze through the wild blue yonder of God's amazing ways. I'll follow the spirit that leads me to my glorious good. This is life like no other. This is the great adventure. I'm feeling ready for the time of my life. Glad to leave long-faced religion in a cloud of dust behind, and discover all the new horizons waiting to be explored. This is what we were created for. Saddle up them horses, I got a trail to blaze through the wild blue yonder of God's amazing ways. I'll follow the spirit that leads me to my glorious good. This is life like no other. This is the great adventure. We'll travel over mountains so high. We'll travel valleys below. Still through it all, I know that this is the greatest journey that this human heart will ever see. The love of God will take me far beyond my wildest dreams. Saddle up the horses, I got a trail to blaze through the wild blue yonder of God's amazing ways. I'll follow the spirit that leads me to my glorious good. This is life like no other. This is the great adventure. This is the great adventure. My glorious own adventure. This is the great adventure.
Yes, it is a great adventure indeed. Good morning, and welcome to Unity of Tucson, our magnificent Sunday morning celebration. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz, the senior minister here at Unity of Tucson, and what a joy it is to have you join us here. You know, it's funny, I wasn't going to really talk about Advent, but you are singing a song about the great adventure. Advent being a portion of the word adventure, right? And let's consider that Advent is an adventure into our greatness, because today is the first Sunday of Advent. So how exciting is that? I'm going to offer up, as I do every week, the vision of Unity of Tucson. It is this: we envision a place of peace, beauty, and power, where spiritual principles are taught and practiced within an ever-growing and dynamic congregation. And here are some faces of our dynamic congregation coming up for you. Magnificent faces of this spiritual family. And I look forward to the day when we get to all join in one big room as one big happy family. But until then, this is the paradigm. But I'm going to invite you, wherever you are, to heed the lyrics of this song and actually activate them in your life. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Yeah. So yes, once again, good morning and welcome. Welcome to a beautiful Sunday. Crisp, very crisp here in Tucson, a very crisp Sunday morning. We are a spiritual community here at Unity of Tucson. We are here to teach and practice practical tools, and in putting those practical tools to work in our lives, we create better lives for ourselves. That's what we are here to do. We precipitate our own spiritual evolution, becoming that which, is always what we're doing. We're always becoming more and more and more, because there's always room for the expansion of that magnificent God essence at the core of each and every one of us into the expression of our lives. And so that's what we are here to do. I'm going to invite you to read with me the mission statement here at Unity of Tucson. Within the principles of unity, we are a ministry of love, inspiration, learning, wholeness, acceptance, and joy that empowers all people to embrace their divine nature. And the truth of your being, the true nature of each and every one of us is divine, for there is no place where God is not. There is only this magnificent creative consciousness and nothing else. And since that's all there is, it is the truth of the core of our being. There can be no separation. So that's how I've come to understand and accept that consciousness, God, love, light, peace, power, beauty, joy, these are the attributes of this magnificent creative source that show up as me, as each and every one of us. In this, I have come to accept 3 tenets to distill down my approach to this entire thing called life. And these are those tenets. Love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. And in remembering who we are, I know a truth about you. And it is this: you are love, you are light, you are life, you are magnificent. Thank you so much for sharing your magnificence with the world and for shining your light. I think we should all exclaim for ourselves, I am magnificent. Let's all do that together. Wherever you are, let's say it out loud right here and right now. Here we go. I am magnificent. Yes, you are. I will invite you to reach out to your spiritual family through the chat function. Greet your friends and neighbors. Let them know their magnificence. Do so in your own unique, individualized fashion. And as you do that, I'm going to just say hello and welcome to everybody who is in the room here supporting this magnificent virtual service. I want to say hello to Karen, the president of our board. Grateful to have you join here. You are magnificent. Wally, Don, Aiden, our technical crew, absolutely magnificent, doing the great work of ensuring that everyone online can see us and hear us. And I do want to say to this magnificent group of musicians that you are absolutely magnificent, and I am so grateful for you. Yes. I'm going to invite you, as those messages continue to proliferate in your own time, to come to a place of centered awareness. I don't know what that is. There. Just allow ourselves to relax right where we are. Just allowing. Turning the focused attention to the inner life. That inner life, which is the point from which the outer life flows forth. Let us place our attention there. Opening up to the infinite flow of creative spirit. Allowing a focused attention on the natural flow of breath without having to force or control. Just become aware that the breath is happening. And in this on this Sunday as we step into adventure, allowing ourselves to continue the expression and experience of Thanksgiving, knowing that that is an everyday practice. Deepening and allowing, knowing that we are in control, that we make the choices, each and every one of us, unto this thing called life. The flow of life, that life force energy, magnificently unfolding itself in the here and now and always. Doing so by means of each and every one of us and all creation. I acknowledge this good life force energy. And as we celebrate the magnificent bounty of all these beautiful, beautiful seeds we have planted, seeds of love, joy, light, wisdom, I invite you to hear the words of this month's affirmation and allow yourself to accept this affirmation perfectly in your own heart, in your own unique way. The affirmation is, I am pure consciousness, and I harvest the good now and always. I am pure consciousness, and I harvest the good now and always. Take a few moments to consider this sacred silence.
So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. 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 I will share, 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 I will share this love.
so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. Right here in this moment, I live in the assured awareness that there is only one thing going on. This one thing is consciousness itself, and there is nothing separate from consciousness. There is only consciousness. There is only God. There is only this sacred good flowing forth as life force energy and showing up in all creation as all creation. There is absolutely no separation. This is the infinite truth of being for each and every one of us. It is our core identity. This love, this light, this life. We live the life of God and call it our own. For we are the point at which God is magnificently expressing itself, flowing forth as creation. And so knowing this, the words I speak right here and right now are words that are grounded in the creative energy of divinity and flowing forth as the creative energy of divinity. And so I speak my word on behalf of each and every one of us, knowing that we are each and every one of us wrapped in the loving presence and exuding forth the loving presence and living in the infinite circulation of loving presence. This is my faith, and I know that all is well. Life is unfolding magnificently, and I accept this with a grateful heart. In infinite gratitude, I simply allow the flow as I relax, trust, and know. And so it is. I will share, 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 I will share this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love, this love, this love. This love. Thank you. I'm going to invite Karen to join me on stage to light the flames of faith. Good morning, Karen. Happy Thanksgiving. And happy Advent and all the magnificent. I love the holiday season. It's just magical to me, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here. And I'm so grateful to be here. We light the flames of faith every week as a ritual to celebrate and honor the faith traditions of the world with this understanding that each and every one of them is rooted in a core divine thread, a golden thread of love. And as I've decided to try and change it up, each month, this month I've decided to talk about or offer what each tradition teaches about their understanding of God or the spirit or consciousness or whatever it is that they engage in. And there is no wrong path because it is done unto you as you believe. So part of this understanding is to say, what is it that people believe? Because that is how their life is unfolding. And so we honor that for every single individual, every single person, whether you believe in God or even don't believe in God. It's still your belief, and it is done unto you as you believe. So with each candle that we light, we are honoring this. So let's light a candle for the Tao, which teaches that the Tao is the way. the way that pervades all. It is reflected as balance, the yin-yang that makes up wholeness. We light a candle for the shamanic traditions, which teaches that everything is living, everything has a life force and a spirit. And the work of the shaman is to link to various places of existence. We light a candle for Hinduism, which teaches that there is one supreme reality. That one supreme reality is demonstrated, is manifest, it shows up as many gods and goddesses. We light a candle for Judaism, which teaches one God, the creator of the universe with whom all can have a personal relationship. And through the covenant relationship of God and the human divine being, God does good deeds for those who follow God's laws and brings holiness to every aspect of their lives. We light a candle for all forms of Buddhism, which teaches that nothing is permanent, and there are as many understandings of God as there are people, including an understanding that there may not be God. We light a candle for all forms of Christianity, which teaches one God expressed as Holy Trinity of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We light a candle for all forms of Islam, which teaches that there is one God, Allah, as the one true reality and source of all creation. Allah is eternal, and obedience to Allah's will is the heart of the faith. We light a candle for Baha'i, which teaches that there is one God, which has been revealed progressively through the world's religions and spiritual traditions over the course of time. We light a candle for all forms of New Thought, which teaches that God is consciousness, infinite intelligence, omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. There is no thing that is not God. We light a candle for all those who may be yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them and for all faith traditions unnamed in this ritual. And this final candle we light is the candle which represents the healing of any circumstance that requires divinity to be revealed, the healing candle. For that is the true nature of healing in the way we teach it, the revelation of the God essence, the life force, the consciousness at the core of all that is expressed and experienced. All creation is God. And when we reveal that in our words, our thoughts, our deeds, our actions, we are healed. This is your candle for whatever is in your mind and in your heart that requires the light. Thank you. The candle here on your left, of course, is our peace candle, which we keep consistently illuminated, with the understanding that peace is consistently illuminated at the core of our being. And as we allow that light of peace to expand and grow from our center, we create peaceful experiences in the world. Let's honor this candle together by reading the prayer for world peace. Divine love indwells each person and radiates from one to another. Harmony is established and peace begins to reign in the world. Many years ago, I was at the NoHo Arts Center for New Thought. That was my first church. And there was a woman there named Barbara who sang this song that we're going to sing today. And she said, "Oh, I think that you should really put this in your book and have it as part of your repertoire." And it's only more than a decade later that I have finally learned this song and performing it today for the first time. This is a song called "Get It Right" by Brendan James. Deep is the water under my bridge, flowing, and short is the lifetime that I've lived, knowing, messing up and starting over again. Maybe all the breaks and the young mistakes were supposed to carry me here. This time I gotta get it right now, gotta get it right this time. Lord knows I've let myself down too many times, many times. This time I gotta get it right now, gotta get it right this time. My life is passing me by, gotta take a deep breath and get it right. Looking for answers, what have I missed? Someone, something is happening here, I can't tell you what's happening. I have to come and look over your shoulder. We're gonna start that over again because all of a sudden my lyrics went away. Looking for answers, what have I missed? Someone, I wanna be so much better than this in the long run. Stepping forward and falling backwards again. When I get the breaks, will the young mistakes be the ones to carry me home? This time I gotta get it right now, gotta get it right this time. Lord knows I've let myself down too many times, many times. This time I gotta get it right now, gotta get it right this time. My life is passing me by. I'll get it right. I know I'll get there. Things will get better, better with every day. What lies behind me will not define me. I tell myself nothing can stop me now. Stop me. This time I gotta get it right now, gotta get it right this time. My life is passing me by, gotta take a deep breath. This time I gotta get it right now, gotta get it right this time. Lord knows I've let myself down too many times, many times. This time I gotta get it right now, gotta get it right this time. My life is passing me by, gotta take a deep breath and get it right. And get it right. Oh, well, thank you for letting me hop over there. Literally, my screen just decided not to cooperate. So I'm going to step over here and fix it in just a moment. Let's see. And then I will tell you all the magnificent things that are to be told today. Okay. Well, there is no doubt it's live when stuff like that happens. You know, there was a paradigm that before when we were shooting on Saturdays, if something like that had happened, I would have just said, "Oh, well, let's just cut. We'll start over," and that's that. Which actually it's kind of funny because, you know, you could look at that as, as messing up, right? And the song talks about messing up, starting over again. How many times have we messed up in our lives, or we perceive that we have messed up in our lives and had to start over again in some capacity? I love this lyric, messing up and starting over again. Maybe all the breaks and the young mistakes were supposed to carry me here. Maybe all the breaks and the young mistakes were supposed to carry me here. That is a statement of faith, to say that irrespective of whatever has happened or I perceive has happened in my life that may not feel so good, it's all led me to this moment. And why don't we honor that? Why don't we honor those things that we perceive as mess-ups or mistakes or the things that, didn't quite work out the way that we thought that they should work out. I want to ask you a question. I love to start oftentimes by asking questions. Let's start with this question. Do you believe in mistakes? Do you believe in mistakes? I'm just giving everyone a moment to consider what comes up for them in answering that question, because it's kind of an odd question. Because we could look at our history and say, well, yeah, of course I believe in mistakes. I have made mistakes in my life. More importantly, how about this question? Do you believe that mistakes are an inevitable part of life? Do you believe that mistakes are an inevitable part of life? Because here's the thing, as I said earlier, it is done unto you as you believe. So if you believe that mistakes are an inevitable part of your life, guess what you're going to live with? Lots of things that you perceive as mistakes. How deeply do any one of us, how deeply do any one of us hold on to our mistakes or what we perceive as mistakes? And note that I keep saying perceive because it's all in perception. It's all in perception. In the New Thought tradition, in Unity, religious science, divine science, there is something that we teach that has lived with me and has changed my life, and it is this: there is no such thing as a mistake. There is no such thing as a mistake. Now, where did your mind go when I said that? There is no such thing as a mistake. Again, did it go to try and prove all those times when you may have had the experience of what you perceive as a mistake? It's all in perception. All of it is in perception. So if we decide that something is a mistake, then that is what we live with. We live with that perception, and it will be a mistake. But what if we let go of the notion that there are mistakes? What if we truly let that go? And everything that we start to understand, everything has led us to be right here, right now, in this moment. And it has all been for our highest good. That is faith. If there is no such thing as a mistake, then what are we holding on to? What are we holding on to? A mistake, if you believe in mistakes, is of course simply just a missed take. We have missed a take, right? And we have allowed ourselves to live in these creative circumstances where something missed is affecting us as we move forward. But there is nothing in our past, there is no missed take in our past which has any bearing on who we are moving forward, except to the degree that we allow it. You are the expression and experience of infinite creative circumstances. And so all circumstances are born of your belief, of your mind, your use of this infinite consciousness. Everything you experience is the result of your use of mind consciousness. And it's not that I am, because I get the pushback a lot. And there's a big old pushback that I get a lot these days. And it is this: well, I don't believe in the pandemic. I don't believe in the virus. I don't believe in COVID. How did I create that? How am I living within the creation of that circumstance? And here's the thing. We also live within the balance of a collective consciousness. And right now, as I've said a few times, the balance of the collective consciousness is tipped on the side of weight on the pandemic, of COVID-19, of whatever you want to call it. It does not mean that we need to live in fear of that thing. I do not live in fear of that thing. And while I am on the minority side of the tipped scale, I'm trying to figure out which side that would be on. I guess it would be this side, because the weight is on the side of the fear, right, for so many people, as I weight myself in my own mind on the side of love and faith and health, then I am not subject to the experience of that thing, but that also shows up in divine wisdom by saying I take the steps necessary to experience and express my magnificent health, which right now does mean for me, I will wear masks and I will limit my gathering and I will do the things that are suggested by science because we believe in science within this tradition. Let us never forget that we do believe in science. In fact, all right, as you know, I sometimes go back to my background, which is the science of mind, religious science. The very first line of the introduction to the book, The Science of Mind, is, we all look forward to the day when religion and science shall walk hand in hand from the invisible to the visible. It is a call to each and every one of us to say, yes, it is okay that we understand and live with science. We must find the balance. I am not interested in completely magical thinking. We have a tremendous capacity to sabotage our own good by holding on to ideas that don't serve us. Like I said, I may be in the minority right now of the collective consciousness, but as I hold firm in what it is I believe, and I invite you all to stand firm with me in this, we begin to tip the scale. We begin to tip the scale. We do not need to sabotage our lives. We do not need to sabotage our good. Oh, but boy, can that inner saboteur defeat us mentally if we don't address it. Our work is to address it. And by addressing it, we eliminate the power of that inner saboteur. That inner saboteur is born of things like believing in what we are told without question. What we are told without, and if we believe what we are told without question, a lot of times what will end up happening is we will be wrong because it is not rooted in infinite truth. The notion that our saboteur has any power is only in perception. That's it. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, that has power in our lives except for the power that we give it. If we give power to the concept of an outside God, which we don't within this philosophy, but if we were to do that, as many traditions do, and I'm not saying that they're wrong for doing that, but what I'm saying is, if we give power to that which is outside the self, then we allow ourselves to be open to the potential and possibility for mistakes in our experience of life, because the minute we give over our power is the minute we are subject to something else outside the self, and we cannot overcome that thing outside the self as long as we believe in the power of that thing outside the self. There is one power that each and every one of us holds right here and right now, and that is the power of infinite consciousness showing up by means of each and every one of us here and now and evermore. And in that ultimate power, and that power is expressed through choice, through the choices we make. When we give over our power, it is a mistake. And we have borrowed a word from other faith traditions to help understand that very notion, that concept, and that word is sin. People think we don't teach the concept of sin. We don't teach a traditional concept of sin, but we do talk about this idea of sin. Sin is simply this: missing the mark. That's it. Missing the mark. It is a belief in the separation of the infinite power and presence from us. We do not need to live within that. In New Thought, there is no sin but a mistake. And there is no punishment for sin except for the inevitable flow of creation by accepting that state of mind. because what shows up, what we create in mind, shows up in our experience. So if you are ready to move past those mistakes once and for all, the work to be done is not in trying to manipulate or coerce the circumstances of our lives. It is to be done within. In the centering time today, I talked about turning the focus to the inner life, because the inner life becomes the outer life. And I talk about this a lot. It is a very important concept to me to understand that that inner life shows up as our outer life. And so we don't need to worry about the stuff out there. Our work is here, right here. So if we open ourselves up to eliminating sin, mistakes, or the belief that anything that happens in our life is a mistake, if we open ourselves up to saying, this is another opportunity, another chance to explore, this is another try to get it right. This time, I gotta get it right. Gotta get it right now. Gotta get it right sometime. There's nothing from which we need to be saved. Nothing. Except our own erroneous thinking. That's it. That's the whole point and purpose. That is the whole point and purpose of New Thought teachings. So this leads me to the next question. Are you ready to begin? Are you ready to begin? Or how about this? Do you believe you have begun? You did begin. You've already begun. Just by showing up as life, you have begun. You don't need to step into that anticipation for what will be any longer. Step into beginning right now. It is time to begin to begin. Begin to begin. To begin, we must address what is in the various cups that we carry. There was an analogy that showed up in that magnificent space of infinite divine wisdom that we all have access to. It's called the internet. This magnificent analogy came through into my sphere this week, and I want to read this for you. You're holding a cup of coffee when someone comes along and bumps into you or shakes your arm, making you spill your coffee everywhere. That has happened to me. Why did you spill the coffee? You might answer, because somebody bumped into me. Wrong answer. You spilled the coffee because there was coffee in your cup. Had there been tea in your cup, you would have spilled tea. Whatever is inside the cup is what will spill out. Therefore, when life comes along and shakes you, which will happen, whatever is inside you will come out. And it is easy to fake it until you get rattled. So we have to ask ourselves, what's in my cup? What's in my cup? When life gets tough, what spills over? Is it joy? Is it gratefulness? Is it peace? Is it humility? Or is it something else? Anger, bitterness, harsh words, or reactions? What's in your cup? What is just waiting to be shaken up and spill over from within you? Life provides the cup. You choose how to fill it. This time, I got to get it right. I got to get it right now. Got to get it right sometime. To be full, to fill our cups. There may be a perception that that is something that is difficult. But don't be fooled into thinking that it's difficult. That is simply a perception. We can, in every moment, make the decision in this moment. I am filled with love, kindness, joy, gratitude. And as I move over here, in this moment, I am filled with love, joy, kindness, gratitude. It is a moment-to-moment practice to refill our cup. Sometimes that cup is depleted, or it gets shaken up and spills over from things that are in our past. There is a proportional relationship. There is a proportional relationship to how strongly we hold on to the past and the perceived challenge of change. All I'm talking about is to simplify in this moment. Let go of what was. You can't change it anyway. Let go of what was. And in this moment, I am filled with love, joy, kindness, gratitude. Use whatever words resonate and vibrate with your soul. It doesn't need to be challenging, but the only reason we conceive of it as challenging is because we probably brought something from the past that has proved to us in that moment that it is a challenge. Let it go. Our work is to begin. To move through and accept wholly, 100%, that we are the full expression of love. Love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. Yes, this is the season of Advent, and I love this idea that Advent can be an adventure. As we step into the season of remembering who we are, not on December 25th, as is so common, but right here and right now, we are beginning to begin. That is an act of faith. Our work is to begin this beginning, to move through, accept wholly, 100%. That is how we do it. And the beginning is now, right now, not at some future time. That is the difference between hope and faith. Now, this Sunday in Advent, a lot of philosophies, the first Sunday of Advent is usually talking about hope. And I love to construct hope in this idea. Hope is having only positive expectations, but hope is putting it out into the future. Faith is understanding that it is right here and right now. Hope keeps our good at arm's length. And I choose not to live within that paradigm any longer. Faith is an acceptance of our good right now. Charles Fillmore wrote this: hope is the expectation of good in the future. It is subject to time. Faith is the certain knowledge that our good is ours right now. Right now. Letting go of what was sets us up for success, and that success is rooted right here and right now. If hope is where you are, however, I do want to offer this. If hope is where you are, you can let that be enough, because hope is better than despair, but it is a subtle illusion, and to step into faith will change everything. But if hope is where you are, that's okay. Because at least you're not in despair. And we all are on this journey of beginning to begin. We are in this infinite state of becoming. We're all on a journey of infinite beginnings. We don't all have to be at the same point on the path. Each step can open us up. Every single step can open us up to a greater understanding of our unity with and as the whole. And that's how we begin to begin. I am ready. And so I ask you this: are you ready to begin to begin? Namaste. As the band makes its way up here and I grab a sip of water, I want to offer some, as I do each week now, offer some homework for you. The homework is this: every day this week, each and every day this week, starting today, identify at least one way in which you might be living in hope. Hope for a better future. Hope for something. Hope for something out there in the future. Write out that thing and actively make the choice to turn that hope into faith by rewriting that statement of hope in an affirmative, present moment way. For instance, I hope to experience financial flow. Right? A lot of us have that one, right? I hope to experience financial flow. That continues to put that potential of financial flow out into the future. If you reframe it in this way, I am in faith that the abundance of the universe is mine right here, right now, and all my needs are met in this moment. That's an act and a statement of faith. So, do some exploration this week. Every single day, find some aspect of hope that you may uncover and identify, and turn it into a statement of faith. And as we step into a moment of reflection, I invite you to relax right where you are. And if something has come up for you, an idea that is a kernel of truth that you can walk away with today, let that be present in your mind here and now. Let it be fully present in mind and be nurtured and rooted in the heart. And as we allow, we can release our attachments to the outcome. Let it go and live in faith. Surrender, let it go. Surrender, let it all go. All the fear, all the doubt, all the pain, all the wounds, feelings of being alone. Surrender, let it go. I surrender in this moment to the infinite good that is wholly available. For there is only infinite good. There is only infinite flow. There is only this magnificent life force energy. There is consciousness and nothing else. There is God, this greatness on demand, this givingness on demand, this magnificent energy is all there is. And it is unfolding itself in the here and now by means of each and every one of us. We are that which is. All creation is this consciousness in form. I allow myself to be rooted in this understanding and live in the notion that this is the pure identity of each and every one of us. And so I actively step into faith in every moment of my life. Every single moment. This moment, and this moment, and this moment. I activate faith, and I eliminate hope. It is not necessary. I step into the infinite awareness of the one as me, as each and every one of us. And I trust and know that each and every one of us does so in our perfect, unique, individualized fashion, for this is how life unfolds. I am in gratitude for this. Gratitude wells up and overflows from within for this understanding, for the magnificence and the flow. I let it be so as I relax, release, surrender, and let it go. And so it is. Don't you know God is here? 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 Open your heart, invite in the light. Open your mind, surrender, let it go, let it all go. Surrender the doubts and the fears, let it go. Just taking this moment. I'm going to invite you to let your mind be focused now on the activity of circulation as we step into our offering, our giving time, with this understanding that we are giving to our spiritual home because it is where we are spiritually nourished. And I give to where I am spiritually nourished. That's one of my practices, is to give to the places where I'm spiritually nourished. And I'm so grateful for all the support that you offer to ensure that we can continue to offer these blessings to the entire world, on Sundays. And I'm looking at ways that we can expand the paradigm into more expressions of being during this unusual time, with this understanding that it does require God in action. And money is God in action, so we are grateful to you for all that you support. There are many ways to offer your support. You can give by going to unitytucson.com, clicking on the donate button there, and offering up through a credit or debit card on our website. You can also send in a check, and you can do that in the regular post, or if you want to FedEx it, that's an awfully expensive way of sending a check. But if you want to do that, I'm not going to say no to that. You can also call the office during our regular office hours, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., and utilize a debit or credit card over the phone to give. I realized as things went live today, I looked at my phone and realized that none of this information is in the description field of the video because I forgot to update it in between the meditation and the service today. I had a lot going on. But all the information is also on our website, unitytucson.com. I would love for you to recite with me the divine givingness statement as a confirmation and an affirmation of your consciousness of giving. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I joyously contribute to my spiritual center, knowing that it goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless, and returns to me multiplied abundantly. I thankfully acknowledge God as my source.
Circulate my love right now. Circulate my love.
Circulate my love right now. Circulate my love.
Circulate my love right now. Circulate my love.
Circulate my love right now. I circulate my love. And it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. Circulation across the nation. It's a love vibration around the world and beyond. Circulate my joy right now. Circulate my joy. Circulate my joy right now. I circulate my joy. Circulate my joy right now. Circulate my joy. I circulate my joy. And it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. Thank you so much, Linda. Oh, so after 2 weeks away because of various activities, we do have a virtual gathering today at 11:30 on Zoom. The link for that, if you go to the Unity Tucson homepage, it is on the homepage. There's a big old graphic that says virtual social time after the service. You can click on that graphic and it'll open up Zoom for you. A couple of things just to let you know about that are happening. I am planning on a Christmas Eve candlelight service. It will be virtual, and I'm putting together all the constructs for how that's going to work. What I would love, and this went out in an email on Friday evening, in the event that you did not get that email. What I would love for you to do to help us out to make it a truly a family experience is to do a short video of you holding a candle, or if it needs to be a still image, you can do that too, and you can email that, or there is a link there to upload it through our Dropbox. I would love for you to participate as one of the candle holders in our candlelight service on Christmas Eve. I do need to have those in by the 20th of December to ensure that we can put it all together in time for the Christmas Eve service. So please do send that to us. We do have the sock box going on. If you have new socks, underwear, I was about to say toques, because in Canada, the cap, like a snow cap or a warm fuzzy cap, it's called a toque. They call it a toque in Canada because I lived there for so long. Anyway, things like that we give to people in need. We are collecting those during our regular office hours. You can come to the building. There is a box right inside the front door that leads into the offices, and you can place those items there. We're grateful to you for your support of that. There is going to be a New Year's Eve experience starting at 11:30 a.m. on New Year's Eve. I'm going to be hosting and present for a labyrinth walk, dissolving bowl, sacred experience of letting go of 2021 and stepping forth into 2020. Did I just say letting go of 2021?
Yes.
Letting go of 2020 and stepping forth into 2021. And I will let the cat out of the bag now. Our theme for the year of 2021 is going to be emerge. I think it's time to emerge. Check that information out. It was in the email. It's also on our website. There was something, there's information that has gone out in Expanding Horizons that actually goes into the mail on Monday, so you should receive that Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. But keep an eye out for board nominations. We have 2 people that have completed their time on the board. One of them is Karen, and at the annual meeting in February, we will be electing 2 new board members to serve. So if that is something that calls to you to be in a position of leadership and service to this organization, to this church, I would love to have you reach out, let us know that. So all that information is in emails and Expanding Horizons, and we're trying to get it out there. So I want to say thank you to everybody who made today's experience possible. Of course, Karen, thank you for being here, for your service as the president of our board, of course, for helping light the candles, and for your consciousness in my life. I'm so deeply grateful to you. I want to say thank you to Wally and Don and Aiden, our technical crew, for your magnificent work in getting us out into the world, and of course this magnificent band, Linda, Joshua, Raphael. Grateful to you all for your sharing your magnificent artistry. And I want to say thank you to every single person who has joined here today. Or even if you're not watching on a Sunday morning, if you're watching in the archives, know that your presence is felt. You are part of this spiritual family, and I am deeply grateful to you for your presence. Peace and blessings to you. Let's complete our time here today by reading the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. I am that light. The love of God enfolds me. I am that love. The power of God protects me. I am that power. The presence of God watches over me. I am that presence. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever God is, I am. And so it is. Amen. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Another day goes by, and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart.
Each and every day,
Put a little love in your heart.
there is no better way.
Put a little love in your heart.
It's up to you.
Put a little love in your heart. Make it a magnificent week, everyone. Namaste.